Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want to make a quick video about the whole flat earth issue. Now this is obviously a disinfo issue, and that's why I don't want to focus too much on it, and that's why I haven't made any videos about it in the past. But I just want to make a quick refutation. First of all, many videos on the internet are now saying that the earth is flat, and they're saying that all the conspiracy researchers and all the people who believe in conspiracies and who don't trust the government and who don't trust the television must now start saying that the earth is flat because it's the TV that says that the earth is round. And they're actually trying to use this argument to say that the Bible is true and that what the Bible says is true. I want to make 2 points here. First of all, what does the Bible actually say? And secondly, is the earth actually flat or not? Okay, so first of all, regarding the Bible, whether or not you believe that the earth is flat, whether you believe that the earth is flat or the earth is round, either way the Bible is wrong. Okay, first of all, the earth is not flat, and even if it was, the Bible would still be wrong because the Bible contradicts itself. In the book of Isaiah, the Bible says that the earth is a circle. And in the book of Revelation and in many other parts of the Bible, such as in the book of Revelation, it says that the earth has 4 corners. Okay, so that itself is a contradiction, because how can a circle have 4 corners? A circle doesn't have 4 corners. So if you believe that the earth is a circle, how can you say that it has 4 corners? So Christians who try to defend the Bible say that, see, the Bible says that the earth is flat and the television is lying about the shape of the earth. Well, it doesn't matter what the television is saying, because either way the Bible is wrong, because the Bible says that the earth is a circle, and it says that the earth has 4 corners in other books of the Bible. Okay, so either way the Bible is wrong, because the Bible is contradicting itself, because a circle doesn't have 4 corners. So even if you say that the earth is a flat circle, like many of these people are saying, that Russian vids, and many of these people, they're saying that the earth is a flat circle. Well, even a flat circle doesn't have 4 corners. So how can you say that the Bible is right? Either way, I mean, even if the earth was flat, the Bible would still be wrong, because the Bible says that the earth has 4 corners, but in the book of Isaiah, it says that the earth is a circle. And those Christians who do believe in the official version of science, and who do believe that the earth is a sphere, they say that, see, the Bible is scientifically correct, because the Bible says that the earth is a circle. And they say the circle means that it's in the form of a ball, it's ball-shaped. But then the contradiction is that, well, the Bible also says that the earth has 4 corners. And a circle or a ball, either way, it does not have 4 corners. Okay? So either way, the Bible is wrong. Either way you look at it. Now, is the earth flat or not? Now that's the second point. So first of all, the Bible is wrong either way. The Bible is contradicting itself either way. So you cannot use this to defend the Bible. But is the earth flat or is it round? Well, first of all, I'm not here to say that the earth is in the form of a ball, because I don't trust NASA, I don't trust the mainstream media, I don't trust television. So I'm not here to tell you that what NASA says is true, but I'm here to tell you that the earth is definitely not flat. Okay, it could be a different shape. Okay, let's say maybe the earth is half a ball. It could be that, like, this shape is like a half a ball, and it doesn't have the bottom half. You can come up with many different theories about the earth. But I'm not here to, I'm not a scientist. I'm not here to say that the earth is a certain shape, but I can prove to you that the earth is definitely not flat. Now, how am I going to prove it to you? Well, first of all, the earth, the people who believe in the flat earth, they say that this is the earth, okay, this is flat, and the sun is going around it on the top. So the sun is like this, and if this is the earth, the sun is going around like this, and it's never coming down or up. It's always going round and round and round. But the problem with that is that when you look at the sunrise, you can clearly see that the sun is coming up. That doesn't make sense on a flat earth model, because on a flat earth, the sun can never rise. You cannot have a sunrise, you see, because if the earth is flat and the sun is going around on the top, then how can there be sunrise? how can you see sunrise if the sun is always above the earth and it's just going round and round? You see? Because if that was true, if the flat earth model that's being presented today by many fake conspiracy theorists on the internet, by many disinformation agents and many Christians who have been deceived into this, if that flat earth model was true, then you would never see sunrise. Because then you're saying that the sun is like a spaceship. The sun is like a bird, it's always flying above. But when you see a spaceship or an aeroplane or a bird or something, you see it like this, okay? You see it coming up, like moving like this above. You don't see it rising. You understand what I'm saying? If the sun was always above the earth constantly, then you would never see sunrise, because if the sun is rising, then where is it rising from? If the earth is flat and the sun is on a flat orbit above the earth, then how can you ever see sunrise? It doesn't make any sense. Where is the sun rising from? You see? So even if we believe in a flat earth model, you would have to say that the sun is rising up and down on the flat earth model. So even if you believe that, you have to say the sun is still rising up and down. You cannot believe in the famous flat earth model that is being spread now all over the internet, which many people like Russian Vids are promoting. That's not even possible, because on that model you would never even see a sunrise. You would never even see the sun rising. You see, because if the sun is rising, if you're looking at this now and you see the sun rising, okay, then where is it rising from? Keep traveling, keep moving forward, and will you find a place where the sun is rising? Doesn't make sense, because you're saying that the sun is always on top. It's always above, and it's going round and round like this. Okay? So if you're at the bottom, you're on the earth, then how is it possible to ever see a sunrise? The sun should never rise. If the earth was flat, the sun should never have risen. Okay, so this proves that the flat earth model is false. And another way of proving that the flat earth model is false is by the fact that if you go on a very tall building or a mountain and use a telescope, and you use the most powerful telescope, you cannot see. There will always be a part of the earth that you cannot see. And this shows that the earth must have a round shape, okay? Because at a certain distance, you should be able to see any part of, with a powerful telescope, you should be able to see any part of the world. But the fact that you can't see all the countries in the world at the top of a mountain proves that there is an ending, okay? And that proves that the earth is going down, so the earth isn't flat. On a flat earth model, you would always, when you look in the distance, you would always have to see it going all the way and getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But there's always an ending. When you look around you, outside, if you go to a desert or somewhere where there's no buildings blocking your view, you will see that at a certain point, it ends. There's nothing else. It doesn't just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You see, if the earth was flat, you would see a shape like almost like a triangle shape. You would see it getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You understand what I'm saying? So you would be here and you would be seeing, I have to draw a picture, but you would see like a triangular shape or a different shape. You would not see an ending. You would not see the earth ending so quickly. That proves that the earth has a round shape, okay? Otherwise, it would just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller all the way. And there's also a lot of videos that are trying to do the same thing with Islam. They're trying to say that Islam also says that the earth is flat. And a lot of these videos are trying to actually attack Islam. And they're trying to attack the Quran. And they're trying to say that the Quran says that the earth is flat, and they're actually trying to say that the Muslims are being dishonest and that they're deliberately mistranslating the Quran to say that the earth is round, whereas originally the Quran actually said that the earth is flat, but that the Muslims are deliberately and dishonestly mistranslating the Quran.
Many of the scientific facts in the Quran are only just being revealed now, sort of by modern science.
It says the world's flat, doesn't it, in the Quran, laid out like a carpet?
No, it says that the world is egg-shaped, which scientifically it is.
Well, they used to say, scholars used to say, when they thought the world was flat, that it says the world is flat.
Yeah,
and now, so things change, haven't they? Scholars used to say, when they thought the world was flat, that it says the world is flat.
Yeah,
and now, so things change, haven't they?
And they're actually trying to say that the Muslims are being dishonest and that they're deliberately mistranslating the Quran to say that the earth is round, whereas originally the Quran actually said that the earth is flat, but that the Muslims are deliberately and dishonestly mistranslating the Quran. And the verse they're referring to is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها. That verse, they say that this verse says that the earth is flat, but many translations now say that the earth is egg-shaped. And they're saying that the Muslims are being dishonest. And there are numerous videos like this on the internet right now, and many articles that make this claim. And they're saying that the Muslims must also believe that the earth is flat, and they must admit that the Quran is... some of them are saying that you have to believe that the earth is flat, and others are saying that the Quran is wrong and Islam is unscientific and wrong. Well, these people are being dishonest. They're saying that the word used in this ayah, which is dahaha, they say that this does not mean round, this actually means flat. And they say that this is referring to, some of these translations that say that the earth is round, they say that this word means egg-shaped, or in the shape of the egg of an ostrich. Whereas these people who are refuting it, they say that no, this verse actually means the field that an ostrich makes to hide its eggs. And they say that field is flat. Well, there's two problems. First of all, it doesn't mean that. And secondly, that's not flat anyway. The ostrich doesn't make a flat surface to hide its eggs. You can actually go and see the videos yourself on the internet. You can watch the videos on YouTube and you see that the ostrich doesn't make a flat surface for its eggs. And in any case, that word does mean ostrich egg. And I'm going to prove it to you. Because that word doesn't actually only mean the egg of an ostrich. It also means round. Not only does it mean, they shouldn't translate it as egg-shaped. They have to translate it as round. The correct translation is round. Because that word comes from the same root as the word for... They say that it comes from the same root as the word for an ostrich egg. And these people who try to refute the Muslims, they say that, well, just because it comes from the same root doesn't mean that it means ostrich egg. And they're right. But the word doesn't simply mean an ostrich egg. It means round. The word actually means round. And the proof of this is the word, for example, duha. Duha means like an umbrella shaped, like a round shaped umbrella. Or there are similar words used in the hadith. This word actually means round. For example, when you want to say someone's stomach is round in Arabic, or if you want to say some land is round, or it's in the form of an umbrella, then you use that word, okay? So that word doesn't mean flat at all. It means round. So, yeah, we shouldn't translate it as ostrich egg. We have to translate it as round. Yes, the word for ostrich egg comes from the same root. But this word actually means round. The correct translation is round. And it's actually using the hadith. So these people say that modern Muslims are mistranslating the Quran. They're lying. They're lying to you. Because the hadith uses the same word for a fat stomach, for a round stomach. When someone's stomach is round, when someone's stomach is fat, the hadith used the same word. In fact, the Prophet himself in the hadith used this word for a fat or round stomach. So the Quran actually says, the Quran actually says that the earth is round. It does not say that the earth is flat. And another verse that is often used is the verse that says they translate it as flat because they say that firash comes from the same root as farsh. So they're the ones who are actually using this trick of saying that just because it comes from the same root, that it has to mean flat. Because there's a word used in the Quran which comes from the same root as the word for carpet. And they say, see, carpets are flat, therefore the earth is flat. But you see, that's their own double standards, because they're using a word that comes from the same root as carpet. So they accuse us of doing this, of being modernist of using a modernist translation to mislead people, that we're being dishonest. Whereas they're the ones who are being dishonest, because the Quran doesn't say that the earth is a carpet or in the shape of a carpet. It uses a word that comes from the same root as carpet. So it's those translations, the translations that say the earth is like a carpet, those translations of the Quran that you see, they're all over the internet, especially on Christian websites and atheist websites that try to refute the Muslims. They keep saying that the earth is like a carpet. They say that the Quran says that the earth is like a carpet. The Quran never says that. The Quran does not use the words like a carpet. Those words are added into the translation. They're not even in the Arabic. If you read it in Arabic, it does not say like a carpet. It doesn't say carpet, and it doesn't even say like. So it's completely false. As I said, the word used in the Quran actually means round, dahaha, which actually means round. Okay, and that word is used in the hadith and in Arabic dictionaries for things that are round, not flat. So the Quran does say that the earth is round. But as I said, the word round that is used in the Quran could also refer to a round stomach or a round, like an umbrella shape. It means round, but it can be used for, it's used in the hadith for a round shape. So it's not necessarily a sphere. Okay, so those people who are saying that NASA is lying about the shape of the earth, and many of the things that scientists, the official scientists say about the shape of the earth don't add up, and there's no proof. A lot of the things that they see on television about the shape of the earth have not actually been proven. They're just telling us to believe certain things, and some of it is scientific, but some of it is just claims that they make on television. And I'm saying that that's possible. It could be that the earth is actually in the shape of an umbrella or a fat stomach. In other words, maybe, I said I'm not a scientist, I don't know, but maybe the earth is like round, but not all the way. It's not a ball, it's half a ball. Allah knows best. But, because in the hadith it says that the sun is going around the earth. Okay? That is really stated in the hadith. It doesn't say that the earth the earth is round. But the hadith say that the sun is going around the earth. And if this is true, because the hadith, they're not always correct, but the Quran is perfect, but the hadiths are not perfect. But if what the hadith says is true, then that would mean that we have a round earth and the sun is going around it. Okay, that's what is stated in the hadith. And so, maybe these conspiracy theorists have a point. Maybe even the disinformation agents have a point. But the point I'm making is that either way, what the Bible says is wrong. And my personal view, my personal opinion is that the Bible is telling us half the truth. And science, of the official science, the TV science, they're also telling half the truth. In other words, they're both mixing the truth with lies, and they want us to choose between them. And they've also created two different versions of Islam. A scientific version of Islam that's, a modernist version of Islam, and also a biblical Old Testament version of Islam, which relies too much on hadith and ignores the Quran. I believe that both these versions of Islam are false. I believe that, my own personal opinion is that the TV is lying about the shape of the earth and the stars and the planets. And the Bible is also being corrupted and changed, and so they're both wrong. Okay? And I don't know, but I'm thinking that maybe because the Arabic word used for round is used for umbrellas and for fat stomachs, You see, so it could be that the earth is in the form of an umbrella or a fat stomach, you know, so half a ball, not a full ball, not a full sphere, but half, and at the bottom there's no earth at the bottom. Allah knows best. But you know, because there are many, you know, narrations about satanic things coming out from the bottom of the earth. So it could be that at the bottom there's, you know, these satanic things underneath, and we're at the top. So the point I'm making is that, you know, like many of these people, like Russian Vids, say that there's a firmament above the earth, and that the earth is flat, and above it is a firmament, like an umbrella shaped. What I'm saying is that maybe we're on the top of the firmament. You see? So the earth is like this, and we're at the top. We're not inside the firmament, we're on the top of it. And that the flat surface on the bottom, that's the world of the shayateen, that's the world of the devils. That's where al-jassasa and the devils and the demons live. That's a possibility. Allah knows best. You know, as I said, I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I know that we're being lied to all the time on television. I know that many things that they tell us on television and in the schools are lies, and many of the so-called scientists on television are actors. They're not real scientists. So it's possible that this is the actual truth. But either way, what I'm certain of is that the earth is definitely not 100% flat. And because that's impossible. As I said, if the earth was flat, you would never see a sunrise. Okay? And what I also know is that the Bible is wrong, because the Bible contradicts itself. Okay? How can you say the Bible is right? The Bible contradicts itself. Okay? So that's out of the question. Even if the earth was flat, or whatever you believe about the earth, the Bible is not even consistent about this. So you cannot defend the Bible. Okay? The Bible, either way, is wrong. And anyway, this is just my opinion. I just wanted to make a quick video. It's longer than I expected. Anyway, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Let's take a look here, where it states, "It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers." Okay, this is another verse from Isaiah, the same prophet. Okay, talking about a ball from Isaiah 22:18. "He will surely violently churn and toss thee like a ball." So you need to understand this. Isaiah knows the difference between a ball and a circle. This needs to be understood and be clear. And that's exactly why they created this world of opposites, duality. It states here in the Bible, earth before sun, sun before earth, with evolution. The world of opposites. Once again, oceans before land, land before oceans, light before sun, sun before light. You get the point. You can read all these. Birds before reptiles, reptiles before birds. Okay, continue on here. God created a man. Of course, evolution, the whole entire concept is man created the concept of God. So again, it's clear as day how they work on opposites.